Hello, and welcome back! Today we are actually in Scrap Mechanic. It looks a little different than the games I normally play, and that's because we have a challenge. That's right, Dapper has sent a challenge to a handful of guys to try to build a car or a vehicle of some sort, and I'm going to give it a go. So I'll have a link down below for Dapper, but Dapper, great YouTuber, does a lot of Scrap Mechanic content, some Zapekiss content, among other things, some Marvel stuff. Go check them out. And yeah, so I know that this is not normally my game. In fact, I only have about 10 hours in this game. So I don't really know what I'm doing. Actually, while I was trying to set this up and figure out this little flying mod that he has in here, I accidentally just put a huge hole in here, but I was able to figure it out. So if you want to see some professionals do this challenge, well, I know that Cosmo, Scrapman, Con, and Dapper all have videos on it, so check out their videos. I'll have them linked down below. But I wanted to see what I could do being a Scrap Mechanic noob trying this challenge, and the challenge is very simple in theory. We got to get our vehicle from there to here without touching the grass, without touching the walls. Then we can spawn it over here and get across this one, and then across the next one, and across the next one, and the next one. And the caveat is, at the end, we have to have one vehicle that can come back and do all of these without any modifications. So, I am going to try to take an approach on this. I don't know if the other guys took the same approach, but I want to build a vehicle that can get past this, and I'm hoping each time I can just add stuff to the vehicle without having to delete any of the parts that I've already placed. I mean, I can delete the parts I've already placed. I cannot, however, delete any of these original parts. So I'm going to paint up this original car so I remember not to delete it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I got this thing painted up, and now I'm going to try to remember how to build in this game because it has been a while. I know I need some bearings on the underside of this. Let me raise this up. Once again, if you want to see someone that knows what they're doing, my channel's probably not the right channel. But I have fun figuring it out. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to try to figure this out. And hopefully, I mean, even if I don't have Scrap Mechanic knowledge, hopefully my car knowledge, which once again is probably fairly limited, but my knowledge of how, in theory, this should work, as well as my knowledge on engineering stuff, should hopefully help, I hope. We'll find out. So let's just slap some wheels on this. I think this first one's going to be pretty simple, and we'll go from there. Alright, gotta connect up the steering, connect up these wheels. Sure, we'll do four-wheel drive because we can. And I want to make sure these are all facing the right way. I believe that I need to swap those. And we're going to jump in here and see, I'm a noob. I forgot I gotta get rid of my lift. Put my lift over there. Try this again. And look at that. We are getting across number one easy enough. So there we go. That's nice and simple. I wish they were all going to be that simple, but it's not going to be. I know that already. So let's we gotta add some wheels to the middle of this thing. Let me get this out of the way. Jump out of here. Grab the creation. Slap it down. Raise it up. Alright, we need some wheels in the middle of this. I know I need to keep wheels out here for the whole, being able to come back and do this all again. So, I have an idea. Let's see, we need to have this come out ahead of this wheel. And then we are going to bring that in, and we're gonna come in and do some wheels right here. So did I not put that centered? No, I did not. Man. I still didn't put that centered. Can I go like that? There we go. Okay. So I could probably actually put that out a little wider. And that can go right here. So some of you that know this game are probably yelling at me that I didn't put a bearing. I did get a bearing in there. I forgot at first. I remembered. So let's get this wired up to our drive. And you know what? Before I even put one in the back, let's just see what happens. I mean, not ideal, but if it can climb up that, it works. Bam. Done. Less is more. Alright, so first two challenges, super simple. I have a feeling it's not going to stay that simple. Oh, yeah. So, well, actually, will it just work? Nope, it will not just work. Okay. So let's grab that, climb our way back up here, and figure this out. Alright, if I do something similar to this in the back, will that be enough? Let's see. Alright, so we just added the same tires in the back, and we're going to just drop this down and drive right across. And that should just pop us up on the other side again. Ooh, it's got a little weird bounce, but we made it. Alright. So, I think that's all of the easy ones done. This one, I feel like we can try it, but that looks like we're probably just going to slide right off the side. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, so we got to come up with a way to not do that. And I think I have an idea. Don't know if it's a good idea, but it is an idea. Alright, so I need something heavy. Heavy. Concrete. Isn't there like a concrete bucket? Is that not a thing? I don't think it's under interactive. Maybe it's under parts because it's not a block. It's also possible that it's not available in this mode because I know Scrap Mechanic doesn't have every part in every mode. I don't know why not everything is available in creative mode, but tanks might work. Is there? No, those are actually fairly light. Can I sort by heavy? I want something heavy. What's heavy? Alright, I swear there is like a giant like barrel full of concrete. Road sign base, that looks heavy. We'll see if that's heavy enough. Sure, we'll slap that in there. Okay, gonna do the same thing on the other side. So the thought process here is that we can get out onto this, lower these weights down, and they'll act as big counterweights for us. And with a counterweight, you start rolling one side or the other, and now all of a sudden you're lifting that counterweight up, and gravity's going to say, no, you don't, and bring it back down. So trying to let gravity do the work because I don't want to do the work. I'm lazy. Do I need one more? No, maybe. Yeah, I needed one more. You guys should have told me I needed one more. All right. Aha! I just remembered / relearned hitting F1, F2, F3 can cycle between the hotbars. Knew there was a way. Alright. So, I guess that'd probably be under interactive. We need a controller. This would be so much easier if I knew what anything looked like. There it is. Controller 5, sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect these up. We want them to start at 0, and we want them to go 180 when I hit the button. And that means I need to connect the seat up to that as well. All right, so we got those connected up. Let's give this a go. Drop those down. Let's see if that is enough low weight. It is not. We need to make them lower. All right, let's give this another go. Made them a lot longer so they hang down a lot further. Hopefully far enough. Make sure they don't hit the ground. We don't want to be accused of cheating here. So close. Okay, we added some little things to kind of help guide us here. Let's lower these. Let's try that a little slower, shall we? Okay, so we can lower down. Those aren't even touching. Oh, they kind of are. But they're not doing much. Our steering, ooh, does actually help correct us. No. All right, all right. So obviously we need some more help. What else can we use? What if we just stick these out further? Would that help? All right, so we stuck those out wider, and we're gonna see if that gives us enough. know. It wants to be enough, but it's still just not quite. I do have some more ideas, though, so we're not giving up yet. We are not giving up yet. Alright, so we got the little gap now to help center us. That's the idea, at least. Why? This thing is symmetrical. Why is it doing that? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It didn't stop. Alright. Changing it up again. We got this. When in doubt, more weight. All right. Oh, that one's not right. Good enough. Let's give it a go. I say good enough. This thing probably needs to be perfectly symmetrical to actually work. But there we go. It centers itself like it's supposed to. Drives up. We lower our bunch of weight. And it's starting to tip. Will the weight kick in? It's holding us. It's barely holding us, but it's holding us. And can we get over this? Alright, come on, lift these back up. Oh, no, 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 no! You didn't see that, guys. Didn't see anything. But I think this is going to work as long as I remember to put those up at the right time. Alright, so let's try this again. We're going to come up here, let that get situated. Lower these guys. I'm up here nice and easily. Sit at a weird angle for some reason. Did I not make those symmetrical? I swear I did. Get that front wheel on there and then raise that up. And go, and go. All right, we got past it. Woo! Great. Now we just got to do it all over again with that last one. Did I seriously not make that symmetrical? Was that my issue? I mean, I was going to say I can't believe that, but no, that sounds about right. Let's go ahead and fix that for the next one. Aha, caught it. My comments are probably down there yelling at me for having that asymmetrical the whole time. Well, I mean, that's what you get. You didn't come here for perfection, right? If you did, I am sorry. Alright, so now we have this tiny little rod. Let me get my creation facing the right direction. That'd be helpful. And let's just give this a shot and see how bad this goes. So we can line that up to drop down. Oh, and it just goes right through. Okay, right through is not good. We do not like it popping through. Alright, so what can we do to make that not go through? Will it go through if it's still if it's a block? Can we just do a block? The block's gonna rotate, it's gonna be a little weird. But let's give that a try. hoping that the tires act as guides, even if the block is all funky. But I don't know scrap mechanics physics that well. Well, it also helps if I get this lined up at all. Just gonna go ahead and hit that button and then hit it again. Oh. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and use the lift. Why does it always place it backwards? I don't need to. I don't want to look up at which direction it's facing. Okay. One block still goes through that. Alrighty. Alright, so what if I come in here? So that's why this is in the left. So what if I make this too wide? Put this here. And then do that. Will the game freak out? Probably. Okay, I think that might actually work. Now we're gonna have to, I did not do that in the back. Whoa, what was that? Uh-huh. Alright, well, let's do that to the back and then see what we can figure out whatever this weird glitch thing was. Okay, let's get this drop down nice and easy. Excuse me. Excuse. All right. Well, let's go back to figuring out how scrap mechanic works. Woo! All right, so we added some no friction like guide blocks down here. I don't know if that'll be enough to kind of stop the freak out. I'm going to go ahead and say no. Who needs to do this thing starting straight on? We are just going to brute force our way into this. You're going to drop on there and you're going to guide yourself where you need to be. Whoa! Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, at least it puts me back up here. Okay. This is turning out to be a lot harder than I expected. I honestly came into this like, you know what? I'm going to be able to figure this out. I know engineering principles. I know things I can do. And yeah. You know what? I'm going to lower all of these wheels by one so we don't have that drop down and see if that helps. All right. So we got those back in. Let's just see if that helps get rid of any of the glitch. Nope, that still goes right through. So we still need to have blocks above. That's easy enough to do. All right, so we got our little blocks on top to try to stop it from falling through. The tires still fall through. Okay. So now I think we try with our no friction or low friction little wedges and see if that gets us anywhere. Okay, will those little guide blocks help? They might be. They might actually be helping. All right, so we are getting out here. We're going to lower our counterweights. And then let's try to slowly go across this tightrope. Well. Oh, I didn't reconnect the wheels to the engine. That is an important thing to do. If you want to go forward, you should have your engine connected. Okay, let's try this again. Get ourselves on there and centered. Work our way out here. Lower our counterweights. Slowly lower down. Thank you. No, that actually went down underneath. Oh, could I just put a tire right off the top of this? So it's got to be literally right there. Would that actually work? I mean, we're balancing on this, so we got that part down. We just got to make it go. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay, we're going to remember to connect our wheel to the engine this time. And will this be the one? Comment down below. Do you think this will actually work? Because honestly, I have no clue. Okay, drop our counterweights. And we're going to get the back wheel down and off and make sure that's lined up nice and slowly. Now it didn't go through there. How come it went through last time and this time it didn't go through? I don't understand scrap mechanic physics. I don't think anyone does. I have an idea to compensate for scrap mechanic physics. We are going to pop that off. Don't go away. Put a bearing right here. And then we gotta use the weld tool. If I can do that. Oh, I gotta put that on there. Okay, I would love for there to be a button to just push and have this kind of go down, but I don't really know how to do that, so we're just going to go 15 degrees. Give that a try. Okay, so that lowers it down. And we're just trying to force that front wheel down onto the pipe. Like that, without it freaking out. It freaked out. Okay, I think we need to put that on a separate button. Alright, so now we can lower that wheel if needed. Oh, I need to reconnect the engine. You guys are supposed to remind me. Get that facing the right way. Alright. Come on, let's this be the last one. Whoa! Alright, now that one's not even my fault. That is not my fault. Okay, lower counterweights. Come out here and drop our back end down onto this. And then we're going slowly. We stop going. So if I hit number 2, that should raise that up. Put a little bit of pressure. It doesn't have enough friction. Oh, we're hitting our own wheel. That's why. Okay. I swear I'm getting closer. I better be getting closer. Okay, got this now out of the way of the tire. We're gonna give this another go. Nope. Gotta go nice and gently to avoid whatever the heck that is. Why, Scrap Mechanic? Why? So, I feel like it's just going to be me doing it a bunch of times to get an attempt where it doesn't freak out. Come on, get yourself settled. I don't even know what was going on that time. Please get a clean drop onto this time. Okay, settle, settle, settle. Let's lower these. Hopefully that'll help balance us. There we go. See? Physics in action. Slowly drop this down. Thank you. Wait till that stops going. Lower this. I know how wheels are supposed to work, and that's... What if I just modulate this? That's gonna take too long. So you know what happens when it's going too slow? Well, first of all, you put this on the lift backwards yet again, because that's what I do every single time, but we're going to add more power. Go Tool Time Tim, the Toolman Taylor, more power, and I know exactly how to use that, how to do that. Alright, so we got this back, and we put a giant rocket on the back. If that doesn't get us to move, I don't know what will. I mean, I don't have it turned up. What? Can anyone explain to me why that happens? Alright, so we're not going to forget anything this time. We're going to lower those weights right now. We are going to get ourselves lined up right now. We are going to push number 3. Come on. That really doesn't have enough power. What if I do that in conjunction with this? It is freaking out, but it kind of moved. Okay, so what we do is we go like this, and we say screw it, full speed. I really thought that would slide easier on those low friction blocks, but it might be colliding with some other stuff. All right. Well, you know what happens if one doesn't work? We got to go and get more. All right, so now we got 3 thrusters on the back of this thing. Okay. Lower our counterweights. Get ourselves lined up again. We stop. We hit our thrusters. We hold W to try to climb up the other side. And oh. I forgot about the counterweights. And we made it! We made it! Now, I hope, I pray that this should be able to make it all the way back without issue. And if I'm not mistaken, I put it that way, and it's now facing the right direction. I don't have to accidentally spawn it the wrong direction 5 billion times. Alright, so let's do this in reverse. Level 5. Put down our counterweights. And then put that the okay, there we go. I actually used that little wheel in the front. And we made it. Woo! All right. Level 5, both directions complete. Level 4, please tell me this still works on here. Lower our counterweights. It's a little bit of an angle, but we are on to the other side. Raise that counterweight. Oh, no, I raised it too quickly. All right, that's okay. We can try that again. We are allowed to do multiple attempts on this. Just cannot make any changes between here and there. Okay. Attempt number 2. Come out here. Lower the counterweight. Drive. Whoa. What? Why? Go. Pop that wheel up. Raise the counterweight. And then drive. And we made it. Woo! Okay. Now I think we should be good for the rest of these. Can we just quickly go through them? This one. Put our counterweights down. Use number 3 to use our boosters. I mean, it's not happy. Ooh, something's really not happy. You know what? We can do our wheel. Alright, we got front wheels on there. We can raise our counterweight. We can raise that wheel. And we can climb up. And we're good. This one, we should just be able to fly across like that. Woo! And then the final one, we kept those original wheels. So we should be good to just drop that in and drive across that like it's no problem whatsoever. Whee! Okay. Yeah. I was just trying to be fun and use my thrusters, but instead I was starting to flip myself. Yay! We're done! This is perfection right here, guys. It doesn't get any more perfect than what you're seeing. Alright, so let's look at the evolution of this. Started off pretty simple, just put wheels on it, move some wheels up front for the middle part, added our counterweights, made the counterweights much bigger, and then added all sorts of stuff to deal with the glitching at the end. But that's what we ended up with. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below. Did you enjoy seeing a different game on this channel, seeing Scrap Mechanic? Should I do more Scrap Mechanic? Should I do other games? I'd love to branch out. I love BeamNG, but also it's great to do some other games. So if there's any recommendations, let me know down below. That being said, hope you enjoyed it. Like I said before, don't forget to check out Dapper and all the other guys' channels and watch their videos on this. See how they did compared to me. Who do you think did a better job? And I hope you had a good one. Peace.